get in trouble. Oh my God.
Adult conversation.
Start talking to somebody. Everybody is not gonna connect with you. Just because you like somebody does not mean
They gonna like
that
you.
they gonna like you, and that's okay.
That was a statement though. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
But okay. Everybody,
I like that right there. Tell me.
You feel me? I need your dick to be damn near as big as my thigh.
Listen, I don't give a goddamn what people say. Ain't nothing like a black man. A big old black man.
like you need that love in your life because evidently you ain't never experienced that. But I'm not gonna stop being who I am because you used to fuck up. You know what? It's almost like mental edging. If you think about it.
Listen, because once we break, all I gotta do is pray that we don't break nothing in the house. Because baby, it's going down.
But never scripted. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
What's cracking? What's popping? How y'all doing? How your mama them? What's happening?
It's going down, baby. Yo, street in a Range Rover, street, but baby. We back, y'all. We back.
Woo,
We back. We thank y'all.
Well needed. We appreciate y'all for y'all patience, y'all love, and y'all kindness. Because, baby, we needed it. But we back in this motherfucker tonight.
Mm-hmm. But we be keeping y'all entertained, though. We be keeping y'all connected and locked in. We love y'all. But, we had to handle things as, as women, as sisters, as mothers, as daughters, Not mothers. Ooh. Oh, come on, prophetic. Jesus. Oh, my son. Did it all come shot?
Okay. I see what kind of show it's about to be tonight. All right.
Come on, prophetic anointing. Raise your hand and receive it in the name of God.
I am so conflicted right now.
Okay, we have a beautiful show here tonight. As you know, she said to do all the things like share, comment, and subscribe. Share a friend and tell a friend. But say her part because I done fucked up right now.
Tell a friend to bring their ass on up in this motherfucker.
If you watch the playback, thank you. Leave some blue and purple hearts in the comments. We love you down.
Oh my
and Steve Harvey would say, we got a good show for you tonight. She should be used to this because pause. I'm going to say this in the correct way. I be steady speaking life over her uterus. So she should be used to this right now.
The way you be doing it be catching me off guard. I don't be prepared in the moment.
I be staying speaking life.
You done spoke more than just like, you know what? We're not going down that road in the name today.
Of Jesus. Make me an AT. I would love that.
All right, y'all. We got a good one for y'all today because I'm not doing this. I told y'all this shit is unscripted. Okay. So the title is "Daddy's Girls: Expectations and Relationships."
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know how we do. We got a video for y'all. We're gonna play the video. Then we're gonna come back and talk about it.
Mm-hmm. We is.
All right.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Come on now, don't be acting slow on me today.
That computer like hell with y'all. Y'all done.
My wife's father was all about her. Anything she went through, he was coming in with a cake. Our struggles in the beginning is that she would go through something and I would walk in casually.
Come on now.
She felt like it wasn't love because I didn't jump over a building in a single bound.
Damn.
Because I wasn't stronger than steel and tougher than a bullet because that's how he showed up. See, for men, the intimacy comes at the end. For women, the intimacy starts in the beginning.
Yeah.
And so in order for us not to confuse the two, I say in the book, intimacy actually means intimacy.
Yeah.
See into me. Who am I? Well, I can't love Shawnee properly if I don't find out how dear Nelson and her daddy raised her. So once I recognized how she was loved,
that's powerful.
Then I had to transpose and use her father's love as a part of how I showed up so that she could feel safe.
Ooh.
Well,
this gonna be a doozy. As two daddy girls right here.
Bonafide.
Bonafide.
Okay. Oh, daddy's.
Baby, I
You
agree
want to
with
know
everything you said,
what?
though. Go ahead.
110%. 110%. I can, and I when I look back on my past relationships and I think about this particular like concept, that was
Mm-hmm.
part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit, yes, a couple of my exes told me you just won't allow me to be a man. Well, the times I tried to allow you to be a man, you lollygagged about the shit. You procrastinated. You didn't take the shit serious. I'm not used to that. I'm used to shit getting taken care of, and
Baby.
I'm not used to nigga rigging shit. Okay, it's one thing if we try to fix something and then it don't work, and we got to figure out
Right.
how to fix. That's one. But
Right.
you out here trying to put shit together with duct tape and bubble gum, bitch. I can't do that.
I'm not used to that.
It don't work that way for me.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, I you want me to sit back and have like everybody say, the buzz phrase now to sit in my feminine and be able to chill. I have to be able to trust that you're gonna take care of stuff properly and not
Mm-hmm.
have me out here high and dry. Because if I'm trusting you as the man of my house to make sure that
Speak
when
on
I
it.
go outside, my vehicle is working, and you don't give two shits about how that vehicle, you don't give a fuck about my life. Then
Hello?
that's
At
how
least
I
that's
look at
how I
it.
feel.
You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
And is it because of my absolute baby? Listen, I was what a couple of months ago. I was at the house.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy was outside changing the oil on my mama car. Just so happened
Mm-hmm.
my oil light came on when I was like pulling up to the house.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, by the way,
By the
I
way, sir.
said, hey, since you already out here changing oil, you want to just go ahead and hold the take it. Did he
Right.
fuss a little bit? Yes. But did he do it? Yes.
Mm-hmm. As they always do, though.
Right.
But see,
But that's go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was about to say to all the fellas that have, fell in love with a daddy's girl, we praying for you. Because I know sometimes it's not easy because number one, we're used to a certain follow through. And then we also later on, I want to talk about even how it goes on the flip side when a person that didn't have a father in their life. But for us, it's like I saw a certain thing and had a certain visual and a certain standard. And you got
Right.
to remember, like when you were a little girl, to you that's your normal. But when you become an adult and you realize that's like probably a good, I'll probably get in trouble for this number, but a good 60% of people that's not their normal. So
Right.
it's like, then they think that you obtain these standards from social media or on what's trending. I said, no, baby, that's what I saw growing up.
Right.
That was just that's what I saw my mother get, or that's what I saw my grandmother get, or things like that. Because it didn't
I
just start with my daddy; it started with my grandfather too.
exactly.
So
Listen,
it's like
go ahead.
what you want me to do? Like settle for like a lot of things that y'all want to say is princess treatment, baby. That was bare minimum.
That's regular shit to me.
Hello, and it's like, no, I don't think that I'm da 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 da. Just that's what I was always accustomed to.
Right. But that's like one day I called my mama on live because I was saying
I
like
remember that,
my
yeah.
baby my mama don't even know what the inside of a mechanic shop look like.
And why should she? What?
and and when I called her and she said why I got a husband.
Wait, am I doing the right finger? Whatever, whichever goddamn all the fingers.
Listen, because the truth of the matter is like she was like no. Now granted, you know what I'm saying. My daddy made sure that I knew certain stuff.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Can I go out there and change my own oil if I wanted to? Yes, I don't want to though. Could
Oh,
I
you a
go
good one.
outside and cut my own grass?
You a good one.
Yeah.
I can't change no oil. I cut the grass, but I can't change no oil.
Well, I was also like a tomboy, so I was outside doing these things with my dad. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I did pick up the knowledge of how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But do
Hmm.
I want to?
Hell no.
Absolutely not. Even when I moved into this house and my dad was like, "So you want when you gonna be ready to go pick up a lawnmower?" I said, "Does it come with a husband?"
Right.
He
Like
was like, "What?"
no habla inglés, señor.
Right.
What language are we speaking?
He gonna tell me what? I said, "Does it come with a husband?" I'm not that. I'm not cutting no.
Mm-mm.
I will
No.
pay somebody. It's only a few months out the year. The rest of the time it's cold and the grass ain't grow. I'm fine.
Right.
I'm not doing it. I don't want to. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
0 out of 10. I'm not recommending. I've cut grass before. It ain't my cup of tea. I don't like that shit. It irked my spirit that I had to
Mm-mm.
do it the few times I had to do it. I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why I be like, baby, please don't come over here thinking you finna unspoil me. Because it's just not, and my
Thank
spoilness
you.
has zero to do with buying me stuff.
Thank
Don't get me
you.
wrong. I appreciate a nice little gift, especially if it's thoughtful and it shows that you really know who I am at the core of my person. You know what I'm saying? But just like lavishly blowing money on me and stuff like that,
Mm-mm.
that don't move me. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
making sure that I have safety and security and comfort and stuff like that, i.e. making sure my vehicle working right, taking the trash out, opening doors, like that shit, answering the door. Child,
Hello? You know what the biggest thing for me is I don't remember a time that my daddy has not shown up.
I don't even,
To
I
be
can't
honest,
give you
I've
one.
like, and like I said, I even as an adult, I very rarely don't, ask for things. But I remember even as a child, anything that I said I wanted, because like I said, I wasn't even a kid that used to ask for a lot. I don't ever remember him not showing up.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like that's also as a daddy's girl, our expectation level is so high of just showing up, even if it's not monetary, because it's like as soon as you don't show up to the capacity that I'm used to, which is bad, it's like I go into like, what's that? You said you was
Well,
gonna do something and you didn't come through. Like, what is that?
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
Like the
That
first time
that
it happened, it hurt me to my core because I was never used to that.
yeah, it is a very especially when it happens once you've already like started to love a person,
Mm-hmm.
and is one of
Mm-hmm.
the most like disappointing, hurtful feelings ever. Like
It is because you
because
never went through it before. Mm-hmm.
right, and then because the truth of the matter is because you associate showing up for me with love and
Mm-mm.
caring and all this other kind of stuff. When a
Mm-hmm.
person does not show up for you, it starts to make you question like, all right, do you really fuck with me like that for real, for real? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Exactly, Jay. You got to be a person of
Mm-hmm.
your goddamn word. Like my thing
You
is I
do.
I don't act so much. What I'm gonna smell good? I don't act so much.
Hey, y'all.
I I have a hard time asking for shit in general. Y'all saw, yeah, I was struggling on FaceTime, on FaceTime, Jesus, on live just a little while ago, with y'all telling me to put both of my goddamn wish lists in my link tree. It was because
Mm-hmm.
I am such a get it out the mud type of person,
Same.
that it's a struggle. So I have a really hard time, which on the flip side, because I've dealt with so much disappointment and letdown in relationships. Because
Mm-hmm.
once again, I'm the same. I can't give you a time when my father did not show up for me. You know what I'm saying? I can
Amen.
give you a time where my brothers didn't show up for me. I can give you a
Right.
time where if I called on my uncles, they didn't show up for me. Hell, I got some
Right.
cousins that I can't give you a time that these men have not shown up for
Baby.
me. So, it's
Hey.
one of the things that, so when in dating and you say that you love me, but you can't show up for me in simple ways, you know what I'm
Very
saying?
simple.
Because it's not, I'm not asking you for nothing extravagant. I'm
Nope.
just,
Nope.
you know, but it's very disheartening, and it has gotten me to a point where I have to be very conscious to give
Mm-hmm.
someone the opportunity to show up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I'd be like, I just take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go through this by myself. I'll handle this by myself. That way I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to deal with the possibility of disappointment.
Yeah.
So it is, so I need, so like if I call on somebody, it has been a struggle. I
Mm-hmm.
need, like, there was a whole lot of overthinking going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just so used to
Yeah.
people not, and the truth of the matter is that even goes in friendships.
It does.
It
It
goes in
does.
friendships because with everything that I just recently had going on and that I'm dealing with, I sat down the other day and I realized how many people still don't know.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like it.
But you know what's the funny thing too? Because we know, okay. But to me, I might not have told certain people, but certain people felt a shift in me that they checked on me and said, "Hey, is are you okay? Is anything wrong?" And then that opened the dialogue for me to say what was going on. So it was like,
I
I
text you
love
that.
people. I love people around you that can feel that shift in you, or see,
Right.
sometimes when you get a little quiet, or sometimes things, that can feel that shift. Even because, like I say, some things we don't broadcast what we going through or whatever,
Right.
because we just go through it and we come back and do what we do.
Right.
Um, but to have friends that can feel that shift in you, or have that friend that you can't say, hey, this is what's going on. Because I'm not that friend sometimes that say what's going on, because I just don't, you know. But to have a friendship that's a safe space that you can say, hey, this is what I got going on, and then people that check on you, pour into you, and check on you, or just say, hey, just even if it's just send you emoji just to say I'm thinking of you, because they know what's going on, is a blessing. And
Right. It
even I
is.
gotta thank you, because like you was one of those people too, that when all this stuff was going on, that you just like, hey, now I'd be like, yeah, I'm good today. So I
And I mean,
appreciate you for being
it was
always
a,
a good sister.
of course, and it was a give and take. It was a give and take because
Hmm.
baby, life been beating the fuck out of me since January 2025.
Girl, last year,
Like,
right? Last
that
year.
motherfucker, that
So,
motherfucker been whooping the fuck out of my ass. But
hmm.
and something else that I had to that I acknowledged this about myself a long time ago. And the truth of the matter is, it's something that developed out of the trauma of my last relationship specifically.
Hmm.
Is the masking that I do,
Hmm.
uh, because I've realized that I've masked so well that I could be in the middle of a panic attack, and a lot of people don't know. Like I'm
Hmm.
talking about it having full blown conversations with people,
Yep.
and they have no idea that my insides are in full turmoil.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And is it the best thing? No, no, it's not,
No,
because it leaves me in a state of exhaustion, honestly, because
it does.
logically, I know there are people in my life that are more than happy to help share the burden, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, Within reason, but I just struggle with the allowing it to happen part,
I struggle with
because
the vulnerability part of it sometimes too.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like just being vulnerable enough to reach out and say, listen, I ain't gathering. I really need the
Hmm.
support. All right. Even if it's just I just need you to sit on the phone with me, or I just, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I do struggle with that. I'm getting a smidgen better. It's a very small smidgen, but I'm getting there.
Hmm.
But and a lot of, like I said, a lot of it has to do with, at 40, your nervous system has learned what safety is.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And after going through everything that I went through in my last relationship, I'm not gonna lie, my nervous system is still in somewhat of a continuous fight mode.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? It's still very much like I have not been able to fully come out of that fight mode, that survival mode, or whatever the case may be. And
Hmm.
I reckon I've started to recognize it in things that I do and how I handle certain situations.
Hmm.
Um, and it's crazy because I desire to be able to, girl, because this shit is exhausting.
It is,
Like,
but people don't understand, um, trauma in a lot of relationships, and how much, even though that you have the strength to walk out of it, and you've healed and you're healing, I would say, because it's continuous. From
mhm,
that, it's still some things that linger. Because I remember, I've never been a person to be ashamed to say, when I sit on that lady that grown lady couch with that deductible, she also said, hey, we need to do trauma therapy too. And that was an experience within itself, because I had one significant situation in my relationship that I needed to get over. Like that just made me paranoid. It made me so many different things. And people don't
mhm,
realize, like, the residuals or the past shit that even, still linger after you've even left. And it could be years. Um, that shapes you even to how you deal with relationships now. Like you're still
Right.
growing and you still healing, but it's still some shit that that's still triggering, honey. Baby,
Whew.
like I say, don't do no loud noises, baby. Don't yell at me. If you don't know how to communicate, don't talk to me.
Listen, if we need to take a break, let's take a break because hey,
Because baby, don't yell.
I can't.
Don't.
I will say it
Mm-mm,
real quickly. Hey, I will hit you. So hey, you got a big dog. If I tell you
mm-mm.
you got it, hey, I need what I need you to
Listen.
understand.
I will. I
It's a
find a
little clicking,
skedaddle in my spirit real fast.
right? Because if I don't skedaddle, so there's a little bit of clickage that be
Hello.
going on in my head, and I be like,
And
hey,
we even said to even get back to it, we've even said because of the figures that we've had in our life, the male figures we've had in our life, to where we knew better.
yeah,
We knew better. And I feel like that's the part that you have to heal from too, because you know better. You grew
right.
up better. You had that standard, you had all those things growing up, but it was like, how I let this little raggedy ass ashy mofo.
Because baby, when I look back, but you know
Hello.
what though, the truth of the matter is, uh, I feel like because they knew what we were looking for. Cause you saw my
Mm-hmm.
daddy. You see, like you saw
Mm-hmm.
how my daddy operated. You saw how my daddy showed up.
Mm-hmm.
You saw all these
Mm-hmm.
things. You know what I mean? So you
Mm-hmm.
knew what to present to keep me on the hook, and you were presented
Mm-hmm.
enough until I let my guard back down, and then you go back to your fuck
Mm-hmm.
shit, and now it's just it's a
Mm-hmm.
rinse and repeat type of cycle. You know what I'm saying? Um, but because of that, and then also just acknowledging the fact like I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? I was trying like in the past. I was like, oh, people change, people grow. Being young, dumb, and gullible, bitch. Ugh, it was, oh, they probably will grow, and if I just love them this way, and if I just do
Mm-hmm.
this, girl, fuck that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't messed up that.
Listen.
I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference
Mm-mm.
in loving a person and helping a person grow who wants to grow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus a person who is very content and happy with where the fuck they are. Right, Jay. You start
Mm-hmm.
second guessing yourself. You know what I'm saying? They put you in such a rinse and repeat cycle. You start thinking your ass crazy. Well,
Right. And we were
maybe
just talking about this in your live before we got here. It was like, you gotta understand that it's some things that ain't, that is not your project. That's between that person and God and that person within themselves. And I feel like
hmm
because we grew up on love, we be wanting to love people so hard and so down and be like, yes, because I love you, I'm loyal. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all this, like, my daddy, OG, country boy, army dude, OG, even from, them streets, he taught loyalty. So loyalty was always
facts.
instilled in me.
Same.
And like, we always
Yeah.
want to be loyal. We always want to be that person that's gonna love our man, love our partner down. But it's like, but to what extent? It's like
Right.
when you start to see yourself, dwindling, and you start to become the person that's now hurting you. It's time to skedaddle. It's time to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I am very big on at this point. If me trying to love you is gonna cost me.
Mhm. Yep. Nope.
It's too high of a price for me, big dog. I
Never
can't
again.
do it. I
Never again.
can't. Like I just told y'all online,
Mm-mm.
bro. What up, Station? I remember looking like that. Like I got pictures right the fuck down on Facebook. If I go back and look at them bitch, that I don't know who that hoe is. That bitch right there.
I don't know who that
That
bitch is. I think we had
that
a text
bitch.
moment. I sent you a picture of myself. I said, I don't even know who this is, sis.
We
I
did.
don't
We
know who
did
this
that.
is.
We sent pictures
Yeah,
back
we
and
had a
forth like, bitch,
moment. I
I
think
don't
about,
know this hoe.
yeah. I don't know her. I'm like, I remember her. I remember how hurt she was, how broken she was, how exhausted she was, how tired, like everything. I'm like, I don't know her. That is not
Right.
me. I don't identify.
Right. And when we say we don't know her, we mean in sense of bitch, we just ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I wish your ragged ass would come back over here thinking shit still cute and sweet. Bitch, who you thought I was, that bitch
Exactly.
dead. That bitch died.
Dead and gone.
Okay?
Died.
I suffocated that bitch back in 2020. It's like, oh,
She
you got
ride
to
and she
go.
died. She ride and she died. But that
Right.
no. Yeah.
The version that has bloomed from the ashes, the phoenix
Woo!
that has risen, bitch, is not the same
Yes,
hoe that you
Lord.
do. Okay? And so okay? Because I remember when me and my quote unquote, and I say quote unquote because baby, we have realized that what we thought was love at 18 was
Yeah.
purely infatuation. But
Period.
when my quote unquote first love came back into my life, I remember we had a discussion about some shit. And he said something, I don't even know what the fuck that nigga said to me, but I remember telling him, hey, let me remind you, let me explain something to you real quick. Because I know we're re getting to know each other. The bitch that broke up with you so many years ago, she don't live here no more.
Mm-hmm.
She don't live here no
At
more.
all.
So don't
Mm-mm.
come over here, don't come over here looking for that. Don't come over here thinking I'm about to cause that bitch was you child, the definition of gullible. It's just I love my man blindly. Okay?
But again, I feel like that's because we was people that was raised on love. So it's like when you
Well,
raised off love, you go into your first relationships or your first love, experiences with love because that's what you used to seeing. Until you
right.
get out in these streets and realize it's a cold, cold world
It's a
out here.
cold world out here. But you
And
wanna
and
know
the
something
saddest
else?
thing is, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No. I want you to finish yours because
The
mine gonna shift a little
you
bit.
being a person raised on love and you fuck around and fall in love with a person that was raised off survival.
Baby, that's a struggle. Because
Go ahead.
I've talked to a couple of people who were raised. I've dealt with people who were raised on survival. Because I've known people who were raised on survival but still know how to love. But I've also dealt with people who
Amen.
were raised on survival and all they know how to do is take. That's the problem.
Take, 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 take,
Them
take,
the
take,
ones
take.
you got to be
Yes.
real careful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the same theme of being a daddy's girl, I'm gonna tell you something else that low key I feel was a hindrance, and I kind of had this conversation with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that although I had a boyfriend, I
Mm-hmm.
genuinely did not date until I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
So where a lot of young girls get the opportunity to start dating at 14, 15, 16, and they go
Mm-hmm.
through these motions and they start to realize some stuff about actual dating early on. I was learning this shit
Yeah.
my 18, 19, 20s. You know what I'm saying? But then also being a person who has never been one to just hop around, date a whole bunch of people,
Mm-hmm.
all that type of shit. I'm very much because I've always been I want to be married. I'm a wife. I'm trying to find my
Yeah.
husband.
Facts.
Okay, that has always been me. I ain't never that. Now
Big facts.
when she was running the streets, baby, woo, that real nigga came out real fast. But
Hello.
but when I locked in, you know what I'm saying? It was very much like this is the longest I've ever been single. Because normally I was single for about a year, boom, we back in it. All right, cool. Now we in this motherfucker 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I think about hearing some of the stories of other women who were able to date in their teenage years and their high school years, even some of them in junior high, hearing how they were able to realize certain things. One of my best friends, she was able to date, and she's married. They've been married for 10 plus years now. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Um, but baby, the coupling of my dad wasn't trying to hear that shit. You need to focus on school, get your education, and
Right.
do what the fuck you got to do. And then also, people were scared of my father, which
Yeah.
I always baffled the fuck out of me. But
Yeah.
I get it now. But I was like, what you? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna run up and disrespect this man or nothing. But also, so wasn't nobody coming to knock on my door talk about some. Can I take Irene out? Ain't nobody doing that shit. Okay. So I didn't have like, if I honestly think about being to outside of being in a relationship and it being like my birthday or something to celebrate. If I really think about the first time I went on a proper date, like I'm gonna pick you up, da da da. I was in my 20s. I was in my
Okay.
20s. You know what I'm saying? And even that still, baby, far and few between. Far and few between.
I
Because
think
even
I
when I
didn't
think
really
about
have
how,
my proper date until I actually moved away. Cause kind of like
well,
you,
yeah,
everybody was scared of the men in my family was well known in my area, and they
uh-huh,
was kind of a little terrified of being in
uh-huh,
my family. So it's like until you like kind of move away, or you move, or you go like to school, or you go to like college or somewhere like you said, or you kind of go into a different area. It's like, yeah. So I definitely feel you on that.
yeah, and I think a lot of that that shaped a lot of the choices that I made relationship wise, because
Mm-hmm.
and you want to know what, I also had this idea that I was gonna be married in my 20s. You know what they say, tell God your plans, and if you want to make God laugh, tell me your plans, baby. He must have he the
Yeah.
fuck out his ass on me, because I knew your girl was gonna be married in her 20s. By the time I would have had my last child, by the time I was like mid 30s, baby, we
True.
was gonna be up in this motherfucker with a business, corporate world, da da da. Just I had it all planned out. I just knew this shit was gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I do think part of the reason I stayed in some of those situations longer than I needed to is because of this dream or goal or whatever case I had. Now don't
Mm-hmm.
get twisted. I still want to be married. I still want to have a child, all this other stuff. But I'm a lot more conscious about how that looks and understanding that, because listen, some of these stories that some of these chicks going through with the motherfucker they decide to have a child with, not even just who they
Girl,
decide to make. I ran across this video earlier today
exactly.
on TikTok where this woman was recording herself, and she was telling her husband that she wanted a divorce because he was cheating. He told her, "Well, according to the Bible, you don't have an opinion, and I don't want to get a divorce, so you ain't going nowhere. You my
Ooh.
property."
Oh my.
Hey, no. Let me go and make you a pie real quick.
Mm-mm. But see, that kind of goes with what you're saying. When you have a lot of people that, because if we gonna go back, because we always love to go. We like to talk generational over here all the time too.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like we said, even when you look at like westerns and things back in the day, a lot of people didn't marry for marriage. They married
For
for
love.
opportunity. They married for legacy. They married for like all that stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
so sometimes when you marry young, you know, unfortunately, it's to be comfortable.
It
Don't
is.
it's to be
That's
comfortable. And then, but you never really get to live your life or know who you are as a man or as a woman because you done this so young. You know what I mean?
right.
So it is like you look up and you at your 20s and now you can't stand this person because you really didn't like them that much in the beginning, but either you wanted to have a baby or you wanted to live this comfortable life, and here you are. And like you said, the amount of people that you see on TikTok that just social media in general, that you don't even like the person that you with, or your only identity comes from mom, wife, or dad, husband or whatever. It's like I don't want that for myself.
Right.
Like I want to actually know who I am as a woman, as a person, before I actually have these titles and say that I've actually lived my life. So I'm like, okay, God, I can kind of see now why you brung me this way, because when I finally do become a
Yeah.
mom, I know who I fully am now as a
Yeah.
woman. And knock on wood, if I do have a daughter, I'm able to pour my very best
Facts.
now into my daughter, like my mom did for me. Cause it's like, before it's like, hey, I might not, but now, like me as the woman that I am now, I feel like I would be able to help navigate my daughter and even my son through
A
damn near
lot better.
anything. Like
Facts.
for real. Like I feel like I would be able to help them navigate through anything. Now if I would have probably did that in my 30s and my 20s, I would have did my best. But me right now, oh yeah.
Baby. I will
I had that
say
on lock.
I could admit the benefit of not being married young for me. I don't, because don't get this twisted. I know some couples that have been together since high school. I know some people who are still married to this day.
Mm-hmm.
They got married shortly after college or something like that. And baby, they've
Mm-hmm.
been locked in and they two peas in a pod. I know a couple of them.
Right.
I don't know no whole bunch. I know a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Um, but while I might have been desiring to be married early, the person that I was in my 20s, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
was mentally, emotionally, or even spiritually truly ready for what
Mm-hmm.
I understand commitment and loyalty and relationship and love and all these things to be now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My temperament, woof, woof. My temperament then, God said, nah, let me not test you right now. Because I know for a fact my temperament now is a lot better than what it was
Right.
then. You know what I'm saying? Because baby, shout out to my nieces and nephews for still loving to fuck with their TT. Because baby, the way I used to threaten their little asses back in the day, okay, and low key, maybe a little bit of torture. Because I knew my nephew did not like crawfish, and baby, every chance I got, I put crawfish in that baby face, and he was screaming his head off, and I got all the kikis out of it. Granted, I was a teenager. I need y'all to understand this when this child was born.
Right.
I was a teenager, so these are teenager years. This is not Irene in her 20s. This is Irene as a teenager. I was still a kid. I was immature. Okay,
Right.
so but yeah, no. Who I am today, I think, is the person I've always dreamt of being when it comes to being a wife and a mother.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Do
Right.
I still feel like I had a little bit of work to do? Yeah, I got a little bit of work to do. But I feel like that'll come in time. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. I don't know
I
if
mean,
there's
we all
ever,
do though.
right. I don't know if there's ever a perfect time or anything for a lot of things. Sometimes I think you just got to take life by the balls and say, all right, we in this motherfucker. Let's go. You know? Um, but I can honestly say that those values that I knew that I was pushing to the side to try and obtain something, trying to obtain
Right.
marriage and all this other kind of stuff. Um, I'm so happy that I'm at a point that it's a non-negotiable at this point. Like I'm telling you, when you come over here, baby, I'm spoiled.
Mm.
Okay, I say it all the time online. I don't want to worry about shit that got to do with the outside of this house or whatever house we
Hello.
live in. That means I don't want to think about no trash. I don't give a damn when the trash supposed to be taken to the curb, baby. That ain't none of my business. I don't give a damn. As long as when I get in my car and go, that's all I want to worry about. Which means I, I don't want to put gas
Hello.
in my car. I don't want to have to worry about gas because on I could probably baby, when I tell you the only time my mama put gas in the car is if she's literally out and her gas
Mm-hmm.
tank is damn near on E, or my father
Mm-hmm.
is not in town. Outside of that,
Mm-hmm.
baby, she not. Who touched the gas pump? Who? She don't. Mm-mm. She tell my daddy if something start flashing on the dashboard, and that's after that, that ain't none of her business. That ain't none of her business, and she's staying 10 toes down in there, and you can't get her book.
Hello.
Okay,
And on the
and
flip side, just know that we gonna do our part and keep you fed, kept, and fucked.
okay, I make sure the
Listen.
house clean, food is out there. You know what I'm saying? Belly
Right.
full, nuts empty, all the time.
Hello.
But and
Hello.
you want to know something else that I can appreciate now? I remember getting frustrated with my mother because, mind you, I've always been a super headstrong person.
Mm-hmm.
So the concept of checking in with someone when I was younger did not make sense to me. Like what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
granted, I knew I had it because y'all my parents. That's totally different. But you mean
Right.
tell me I gotta check in with a motherfucker and we supposed to be on the same plate? The fuck I'm doing this shit for? And I used to get
Mm.
so frustrated with my mama when I would ask her something. Well, let me go talk to you. You got to talk to that nigga. That
That's
I remember
partnership.
literally, right. I understand that now. I didn't understand it then. Girl, I was just irritated.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, I want to answer it now. What you mean you gotta go talk to this nigga? He is on a 12-hour shift at work. He's not coming home to the middle of the night, which means I can't get an answer to tomorrow. I don't like this.
Right.
That's really what it was. I was just being impatient.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I look back on those things and now I get it. I understand it a lot better. And it makes
Mm-hmm.
so much more sense. And I find it as I'm settling into the woman that I currently am. And
Mm-hmm.
even preparing to be the future version of myself and all those other kind of things, I find myself like these things are just natural to me. Now, granted,
Mm-hmm.
they are natural to me, but baby, everybody can't have access to that shit.
Oh, say it again.
Okay? Because motherfuckers get real testy out there. So why you ain't stop, bitch? Why you ain't gave me a reason to be salty right now? And
Hmm.
I talk to niggas like that all the time. And that's
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
that's
I can
right.
be
That's
soft though, but just know
okay.
until you hit that sweet spot, you get this nigga shit for real.
Okay. Until
I
you
am definitely
find
my daddy's daughter. I
okay.
am definitely my daddy's daughter.
I can be real soft, baby, fluffy like a marshmallow over here, but nigga,
Hello.
bitch, you gonna get a brick until you can find out what that marshmallow feel like. Until you
What's that
motherfucking
sound on TikTok? It said, oh my, it say something, fake something, but we'll put you through a mattress.
oh, looks like a princess.
I get,
Oh no, looks like a cupcake,
yeah.
but we'll put you through the range. And will looks like a cupcake.
Hmm.
We'll put you through the range. Okay. So yeah, nah. I
Listen.
it's being at a point in understanding, and I think another thing is my parents have been blessed to be in a dynamic where,
Hmm.
for the most part, based on what I do know, granted I don't know all that shit, and baby I ain't trying to know all that shit. But they are in a very traditional dynamic, you know what I'm saying? Something that
Same.
I realized,
Hmm.
and I've realized this when talking to people, that because of how I operate in life, how I present myself, whatever the case may be, I realize that there are certain expectations that people make assumptions about when it comes to me. I
Hmm.
remember one time towards the end of my last relationship, we us getting into a whole argument. And this motherfucker said, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have debt for school. I was like, what the fuck that's supposed to mean? Nigga, you want to go to school. I didn't tell you to go to school. The fuck? Well, I just assumed that you wouldn't talk to nobody that didn't have a degree. Nigga, my dad ain't got no fucking degree. What the fuck you talking about? I don't give a fuck if you got a degree. I don't. Here's the thing about me. I don't give a damn if you didn't go to school. I don't give a damn if you didn't get higher
Mm-mm.
education, whether it's a bachelor's, master's.
Mm-mm.
I don't care. I don't even care
Mm-mm.
if you make the same amount or more than me. What is most
Mm-mm.
important to me is a man that is
Speak on it.
happy with what he is doing. Because a man that is
Mm-hmm.
happy with the job that he is doing is a man that is gonna be happy and peaceful at home. Bitch, we'll figure out these bills.
Mm-hmm.
Money don't come. I'm not worried about this shit. I ain't one thing I ain't never too stressed about is gonna be money because for whatever, not even
Speak
for
on
whatever
it.
reason, but for all that is holy, God has always come through for me. Shout out to my people that prayed for me when I wasn't smart enough to pray for myself because I
Hello.
guarantee, I know for a fact I am very much unanswered prayer. Okay, because there is
Man.
some shit that just shit that happens that I don't know you talk about, and I just be like,
Thank you,
I know that
Lord.
wasn't. I know that wasn't nothing but you, big
Hello.
dog, because I know I ain't been doing what the fuck I supposed to do. Okay? I know I ain't been on top of
Mm-hmm.
my shit. But where there's always a will, there's a way. So
Mm-hmm.
that's never been the forefront of my concern. And I remember one of my exes being like, "But your family like the Huxtables. How the fuck you thought we was like the Huxtables? I don't fucking know. Cause baby, my daddy is the farthest thing from Heathcliff. Okay, chat.
Mm-hmm.
My mama might be a
Hello.
little bit close to Cliff, but my daddy,
Hello. Hello. Exactly.
nowhere near that nigga.
I,
Okay.
I always ask him. I'm like, how did you even get hurt? Because y'all are two different people.
Listen, do you hear me? And especially as I
That.
learned more about my father's past,
Oh, girl. When you get older, you be like,
back I learned
he
some
was
shit,
pretty much
and
so
I went
that
straight.
ex.
Listen, I went straight to my mama. I said, "That's why you gave me so much trouble with who I liked
Mm-hmm.
when I wanted to talk to that first
Mm-hmm.
person. I ain't gonna say their name. That first person."
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "I just didn't want you to go through the same troubles I went through, cause you was liking a thug motherfucker that was." She ain't say it like that, cause my mom don't cuss like that. This is my
Mm-hmm.
ad. She was like, "You was liking that thug ass shit that I like." I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
Mm-hmm.
Because mind you, by the time I
Mm-hmm.
come along, my father is closer to the type of man that my grandfather was than who he
Right.
was when my
Exactly.
parents got together. And I mean my grandfather
Mm-hmm.
as in my mom's father, not even his father, my mother's father. Um, and so this is the correlation I'm seeing. I didn't know about, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I ain't gonna put that nigga shit out there, but I didn't know about this shit.
Right.
But then also, as I learned about this stuff, I was like, so it's in my blood. Got it. Bet. Cool. It all makes sense now. It
Yeah.
all makes sense.
It
Because
makes sense. It really do.
if listen, if you look at where I'm from, like it's child, you be like, how did you turn out like this? Bitch, I don't know. I just am who I am. Okay. But it's like realizing these things and being able to grow. And just in case y'all don't know, I'm a retired hood nigga connoisseur. We no longer live that lifestyle. Okay,
No, ma'am.
I, bitch, and I can still smell a motherfucker from a mile away and be like, nigga, I rebuke you. Get the fuck away from me. I'm not doing that. I can't. I can't do that shit anymore. But it's like, but
Mm-mm.
I've also been able to understand, for lack of a better way to say this at the current moment, I understand what attracted me to that. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mm-hmm.
also understand that the
Mm-hmm.
things that attracted me to that, I don't have to deal with somebody who in the streets for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I ain't got to do all that shit. But but at this point is such a refreshing place to be. It can be
Mm-hmm.
frustrating at times, but yet it's still such a
Mm-hmm.
refreshing place to be able to look back on all that I went through and know that wow, ain't a ring on my finger right now. I know it's coming.
Right now. Oh, it's coming next year. But while you ponder that, I got a question though. Because I want to go back to his video. He said because he had to go back and to realize how Shawnee's father loved on her so he can understand how to love her correctly. I want you to say the top three things that you want somebody to understand, knowing you being the daddy's girl that you are. What are the top three things that you want men to understand when they are dealing with a woman that is a daddy's girl? What?
You just see what Jay just put in the comments?
Let me see. Yep. Speak it. I told y'all this is the prophetic. This is the prophetic show.
I should have got some hard liquor for the night. Cause shit.
Jay, you gotta go
Uh,
back and watch the first 5 minutes of this show. I told you this was the prophetic anointing. And y'all ain't even gotta send nobody in. Come on.
I can't stand
Come
it.
on,
Jesus.
TT and wedding bells.
Okay. Mm. Um.
Okay, daddy's girl.
So you said the top three things:
Yes.
consideration, consistency, and follow through.
Yes,
Literally.
I agree.
Consideration,
Yep,
consistency, and follow through. Because let me say, I'm gonna
I
hold
definitely
you.
agree.
Not the gifts coming from the holidays. What up, La? Not you
For
co-signing with
real.
the shit.
Right, me either.
You know what? I love my people. But yeah, those are because it's something about hearing a man take you into consideration when talking about his life.
Mhm. Mhm. Ooh. Ooh.
And it be little shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
It's just like,
girl. Not even
okay.
sometimes even when you been just even when that's your person and yo, that shit just oh
He's like, you want
oh
your
like
dick
when you
sucked
be like
now or later?
nah, girl. Sheesh.
You want head now or later?
People do not
Right.
understand. Like, okay, don't get me wrong, monetary things are great, but I want men to get out of that misconception because I think nowadays they always think do bad whatever is supposed to make this woman happy. But there's a lot of us that out here that are just really when you pay attention and you're consistent and you're attentive and like I love a peaceful person like and the person that actually pays attention to me enough they'd be like okay something wrong what is it let's whatever because my walls be up like like I'd be like I'm been shut down in a minute but a person that knows how to navigate me
Mm-hmm.
is worth more than gold. That's worth
100%.
the baby. That's better than a purse. That's better than anything that you could ever buy. A person that knows how to navigate me and handle me in every aspect is worth more than gold to me.
Yeah,
It's worth
100%.
more. It's worth more than anything that you could ever buy me. I
And
swear
you
for
want
Lord.
and here's the thing, that and this kind of ties back into something that you mentioned earlier. I feel like the
Mm-hmm.
reason that some, because it's not all, but I feel like the reason that some men and some women are still stuck on the financial aspect of dating is because, like you said earlier, for our parents and our grandparents, well, not
Mm-hmm.
so much our parents, because I feel like a lot of our parents did marry for love, but more
Mm-hmm.
specifically, when it comes to our grandparents and stuff like that, and older generations, a lot of times they didn't necessarily marry for love. They married out of necessity.
Mm-mm.
Like women couldn't have credit cards, bank accounts, buy houses, none of this shit.
Mm-mm.
So what you gonna do? You
Nope.
gonna get married? You gonna have these kids? You gonna make sure this man take
Mm-hmm.
care of you? You know what I'm saying? And y'all figure out how to love each other, and y'all might figure out
Mm-hmm.
how to care for each other along the way, or whatever the case may be. Because I remember having a real heated discussion with one of my homeboys one time. Because he came to me with that bullshit, like, why y'all can't be like our
Mm-hmm.
grandmothers was? I said, you might want to be careful. Because see, your grandma
Mm-hmm.
probably didn't really like your granddaddy. Okay?
Nope.
And if your grandmama was
Nope.
one of them women who had multiple husbands that died of natural causes, you might want to be careful what the fuck you ask for. Okay?
Hello.
Because y'all don't really be wanting that shit for real, for real. Okay,
Mm-mm.
but and then coming to our generation, a lot of us were told, seeing the opportunities that we had that they didn't have, a lot of us was told, don't worry about
Yep.
getting married, don't worry about having no kids,
Yep.
get out there, get your education, make your money, do what the fuck you want to do, live your life, explore the world, da
Yeah.
da 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 da. Da. Okay,
That's
cool.
true.
And the only caveat about that though is, okay, cool, we did that shit, but y'all didn't also tell us the balance of,
That's true.
live your life, but you also should, try and find your person and try and do this, and you know what I'm saying, if that's what you desire. Because I understand not everybody desires marriage and relationships and all that
Mm-hmm.
other kind of stuff. And that's cool. If that ain't your cup of
Mm-hmm.
tea, that ain't your cup of tea. But it's like we got an either or type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I do, and I feel like I told my mama this one time, but I wish there was a and. I wish there was a this
Yeah.
and that conversation more
Mm-hmm.
so than this or that.
Be- because I feel like in generation, you always want the next generation under you or your child to have what you didn't have.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, like even our mothers, like they were in that age or that era where they may have worked a little bit, but they still were like still, that solid, whatever. But
Right.
it's like now our generation where we are doing like the things that our grandmothers would have dreamed of. Like you say, home ownership, businesses, all this other stuff, traveling, blah blah blah. Like you're literally your grandmother's dream right now. But
Right.
like you said, you can't forget the other part of life too. Where you kind of still focus on being a mom, focus on, doing all this for the home and all this other stuff. But I feel like the generations always give you something that they wish that they had. So that's probably the other part of why that other part didn't come in, because they wanted you to do so much more than what they did.
Yeah. Yeah. And I understand that. Um, and it's one of those things that you have to realize. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it kind of goes back to that whole situation of not
Right,
getting the
Jazz.
opportunity to date young. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of formative stuff with dating and
Mm-hmm.
and operating that world. And granted, I know a lot of it looks a little different now
Mm-hmm.
than from our parents and our grandparents and stuff like that. But I do think it's some core values that we missed out on because it was you don't need to be worried about no little boys. You need to go. You need to
True.
work, do your schoolwork. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
Um,
hold you. At 14, I was, I won't say I was a tomboy, but I had all brothers, no sisters, and a whole bunch of cousins. So I was like kicking it and shit. I wasn't really thinking about, I wasn't
I
really,
so
like, I was
I
around boys, but I mean, we was just like kicking it hard all the time, like in the streets, like we was having
it was
fun. So,
like if you can
yeah,
catch my attention, you can catch my attention type shit. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Like, I wasn't
But
even like,
I was
yeah,
one of the niggas. I was one of I was one of
thank
the niggas
you.
for sure.
Like, I
Uh,
mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I was, I still had my first kiss at that time. But at the end of the day, like, I wasn't thinking about having a whole boyfriend. It's like, yeah, that's the dude, that's the little boy down the street that I always like to kick it with. I ain't never called him my boyfriend, but, you
child.
know, back then, like, we were just having fun, man. I wasn't really thinking until I got, like you said, in my 20s and then started popping the coochie. But that cool. Okay, never mind.
I
I've
mean,
been doing good a whole hour. I've been focused a whole hour without cutting up. You ought to be proud of me.
has it really been a whole hour? Because you really opened this motherfucker.
Ma'am, carry the 3. It's been a whole hour.
Not carry the three. Carry the three is crazy. It's
I'm just
crazy.
saying.
Because you opened this motherfucker a little while. Okay? You did. You opened
I
this motherfucker a
mean,
little while.
well, I guess it ain't been an hour. Well, 55 minutes. Damn.
We close
Well,
enough.
they even.
But at the end of the day, because
Yeah.
we gonna go on some of this shit. But I think from the perspective of a daddy's girl, I
Mm-hmm.
understand that especially being able to stand firm in what my expectations are at the current and now,
Mm-hmm.
baby, if you didn't want to have high expectations, you should have caught my ex and my twins.
Hello.
So sorry for you, motherfucker. Okay. Um, but at this point, that's why I have no problem being like, bitch, these are the things I don't want to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I say I had to bring the trash can up this morning. No, was it no yesterday morning?
I
Irritated.
hated it.
Instantly irritated. You wanna know why I won? Because that motherfucker nasty. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did you know that they had services where people would come out and wash your trash can? I
No,
didn't know that.
I
Apparently
know
they
that
did.
either.
I didn't know that. But what do you see? That's something I want to be worried with. I also live in the country, so you want to know what else is on the trash can? Spiders. I don't like this shit.
Yeah.
I don't like it
True.
at all. So I get fucking irritated. Okay, I get irritated if I need to go put gas in my car. I
Mm-hmm.
get, I get irritated about all this shit. Do I do it? Yeah, because I got to get done. Right. I don't want to. I don't want to touch this shit.
I have
You
a
know.
whole tantrum when I gotta fix when I have to fix or something happened to my car. I'm like, why am I even doing this? This is so ghetto.
Listen, baby. Let me tell you something. I know how to look and make sure my tire's not on flat. But I also, because sometimes your tire pressure sensor go out.
Hmm.
Bitch, I will ride that motherfucker till I go home and let my dad take care of that bitch. Because I know my
Listen,
tires are good. I know my tires are good. One, I went and I made sure that I got them checked. Oh, it's just a tire pressure sensor. Oh, okay, cool. You want to get it fixed
right?
today? Mm-mm, mm-mm. I know. I don't feel like doing it. I'm not. Is it gonna take long? No, it don't. It really don't even take that long for them to fix that shit. Do I still feel like sitting up here so you can fix it? I don't. I'm gonna wait till my ass go home.
You know, no, I ain't gonna say
And I
that.
hand it. Listen, you know what? Shut the fuck up, because I already know what your ass is about to say.
You
I hand
know,
the keys
we
to
don't care how many. Listen, I've been talking to you for 2 hours. I've been told shut the fuck up about 6 times.
rightfully so. And listen, they've been stored up because outside of us checking on each other, we really just been on some chill shit. So they've been stored up. So rightfully
True,
so, because
true. But I'm
you
just saying, you know, and you know. That's all I'm gonna say. Goddamn,
like I said,
goddamn. I ain't gonna say nothing else, but goddamn. Y'all read between the goddams. Goddamn. Okay.
read between the goddamn. Wow.
Shit. Y'all. Telepathy. Okay, got it. There we go. Y'all caught it. Y'all caught it. That's all I'm gonna say. Goddamn.
I'm fucking weak, bro.
That's
I'm fucking weak.
all I'm gonna say. Cause
Once
I would
again,
say, hey, for me, when I be with this lady girl son, I love it here. I can just be a pretty
don't get
princess.
me. Listen, okay. I sit here and I be soft as pie. Okay, be
Listen,
fluffing in the motherfucker.
listen.
Absolutely do.
I love
I
it
fix
here. I'm not
plate.
even gonna lie.
Listen. I cook. I fix plates. I rub bellies. Bitch, don't fucking play with
Hello,
me. I scratch backs. All this
listen.
shit.
Yes, baby, we fix plates and everything else, baby. Listen, like that's a good
Sure
man. I'm
do.
not gonna say Savannah because Savannah didn't have no good man, but baby, that's a good
Savannah did
man.
not have a good man. Please, let's not say.
Mm-mm.
I don't
Listen,
even
I don't
want
care
to.
what y'all
I
be
don't
here
need the
on the
spirit of.
internet. I don't want Savannah. I don't want a Savannah situation. I do not. That lady has
Oh,
somebody else's husband.
hello. I need y'all to. If y'all have never done this as women, okay, specifically for my women, especially black women, if
Hmm.
you have not gone back to watch Waiting to Exhale as an adult, bitch, that shit blow your fucking mind.
It will.
Cause this shit came out, I was a kid. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even think I was a teenager yet. Which probably had absolutely had no business watching it. But that's
Mm-mm.
beside the point. But watching it as a grown ass adult, I think I might have watched it like as a teenager, then probably in my twenties. But bitch watching that shit as a grown ass adult, like in the past 5 years, I was like,
Yeah.
bitch,
Yeah.
2 plus 2 is equaling 4 right now. I know you fucking.
I kind of got a question though.
Oh Lord.
For why every time I say
Stop.
that, you say that?
My bad. Go ahead.
It's for everybody too. Cause we always talk about, relationships and being a daddy's girl. But
Mhm.
can we take a man that's a mama's boy?
It depends.
A healthy mama's boy.
Oh, then yeah, that's fine.
A healthy mama's boy.
If you
Which
a healthy
meaning
mama's boy,
a healthy mama's boy.
yeah.
Meaning he has also these type of expectations because he had
So
the
his
same
mama.
type of healthy mother figure like we had a healthy male figure. Because sometimes I think, I won't say we, but sometimes women kind of look at, I ain't tell mama I ain't gonna do that. But it's like, well, why do we not give them the same grace when they grew up with a healthy mother is same when we grew up with a healthy father?
Right. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm not expecting you to be my father, but
Right.
in the terms of the person who has provided safety and security in my life, if you are
Mm-hmm.
now saying that you want to take on that responsibility, okay, well
Mm-hmm.
then this is what that looks like for me. Just
Mm-hmm.
like for the person who has nurtured you and loved on you and showed you care and
That's
kindness,
it. I
this
was
is
just about to
how
say
it
that.
looked for you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Then this is that I understand how I need to show up for you. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And even vice versa for those who have not experienced it, but you know what you want now. You know what I'm saying? It's like if these are the requirements, say the requirements. Now, baby, if you just don't fit the bill, you don't fit the bill.
Right.
Hey,
Because I
it's
would say
okay.
with definitely with mama's boys, the hugest thing is that when you had a healthy mother, she was your biggest cheerleader. She was
Yeah.
very like loving, so she was, I won't say that they want to be nurtured, but they do want that, they're used to that cheerleader spirit, if that make any sense. Like, oh, that was amazing. I'm proud of you. Da, 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 like that support, I would say.
Right.
That is huge for them. And I was sitting when we was talking about getting ready for the show. I was like, we always talk about daddy's girls. I'm like, but we always frown upon the dudes that grew up with a healthy mother too, and we call them,
Well, I think there's a difference. I think they
yeah,
get lumped in with the negative stereotype of a mama's
yeah,
boy because, baby, the mama's boys, where it's almost like the mama treats you like you her man.
oh yeah, no, I ain't talking about that. Mm-mm,
Get thee behind me, Satan.
mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm.
Uh, or if you feel like your mama gotta be in all our business,
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, 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 no,
cause
no,
baby,
no.
my ex mama called me one time, baby. I got so fucking pissed. As
Mm-mm.
much of a daddy girl as I am, and my daddy ain't calling you about shit because I'm not running my parents.
Hello?
Talking about this.
No, I ain't talking
But
about that.
see, nah, that's gonna start a whole other conversation. We at the point we need to wrap up. So I'm not gonna do that.
See,
I'm
now
not
I
gonna do
want
that. Cause
to know. Now I want to know.
well, I was gonna say, bitch, now I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say.
Oh, see, Lord, Lord.
I don't. It's gone.
I
It's,
can't help because
it's
I
gone.
get brain farts all the time. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was the only thought process that I had earlier. I was like, you know, sometimes women call them soft or they call them this or they call them like, no, that man just kind of really grew up with a stern father and a loving mother. That
And you want to know
so when
what?
he's used to that type of affection or that type of whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna tell you something. As a bona fide daddy girl, baby, love my daddy man. I wouldn't trade that man for nothing in the world.
Mm-mm.
I also understand there are aspects of my father I do not want in my husband.
Facts.
Okay, that's just the truth. And that's just understanding and accepting my father as a human being and
Yeah.
understanding the generation in which he was
I was
raised.
just about to say that.
And then also accepting the fact, God rest his soul, who my grandfather was to my
Mm-hmm.
baby. Because when I 2 + 2 be equal to 4, and I be like, nigga, your shit makes sense.
I don't want the part that my daddy don't really talk like he don't, he
Yeah,
dealing with he talk about no feelings, no emotions, no nothing like that.
I
The
get
only
that.
only time he know about situations is when they major situations and like he's like, hey,
Right.
I'll figure that out.
And
So
see,
no, at that
and
aspect, no, because I be need to,
see, the
I need
problem with that
somebody
is,
emotionally available.
right,
Older men ain't emotionally available.
because I just, mm, that is, I got that from my dad. I
Me too.
struggle with the emotional part, which is why I know I need somebody. I need somebody who is going to be patient and
Yes.
understanding and be
Yes.
willing to be like, hey, we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hold your hand. Because, baby, the way I would throw a bomb and run,
Send a text and he be on do not disturb in 3 seconds.
baby, before the thing even goes, you know how it make that noise when
Listen,
it goes through? Bitch, phone be off. I, I, I
I
just,
can
I
I
don't do
still
that.
struggle with face to face conversations. They be like, you something wrong? No. Yeah, but as soon as I go to the store, I can be like, this is how I feel.
Ain't that the craziest shit? Nigga,
I'm like, you could have just said that
it's,
while you was here. No, I couldn't.
I wish. You be like, no, no, I didn't.
I'll
I
be
wish I
able to talk to
could.
a nigga while he's sitting right in front of me.
Baby, I write you a 4-page letter. Just call me a leader.
I'm sorry, Lord. I'm getting better though. I promise I
We
am.
working on it. We working on it. We here
We're
for
working on it.
because I'm big. Call me a leader, bitch. You get a 4-page letter or a 4-minute voicemail.
Hello?
I'm just
I'm sending you a 4-page letter and I enclose it with a kiss.
okay. So, yeah, no, I am definitely the nigga in that situation. I'm sure.
True, but I
Uh,
feel like that's when it's the beautiful thing about when you really find your person. Because when you find your person and y'all really a yin to yang or y'all equally yoked in a lot of different ways where he know that he can just like, all right, come here and hold you in the right way, make you comfortable and be like, okay,
right.
talk to me about it. And you feel safe enough or comfortable enough that where you can, you know, I might stumble through the couple of the first 5 words, but eventually, I could just, and that's the beautiful thing. Like we talked about before, finding people that are actual safe spaces, and that's not an instant thing. Like I don't care what people, everybody want to microwave relationships now, but finding a person that's a safe space, baby, that takes time. That takes, trust being built and all kind of friendships being built in that relationship also, so
It does. I never
it does.
understood, and I'll make sure we wrap up after this. I never
We through.
understood somebody. I never understood. I never
Uh-oh.
understood.
Shit.
I never
Oh,
understood
Lord.
somebody who who automatically expected um like unwavering loyalty and unquestionable
Mm,
trust out the bat. I like out the bat. I don't know
right.
you. We ain't been through shit. You ain't showed me shit. The fuck. And I listen. This is what everybody starts off with me. I trust you
Mm-hmm.
to do whatever is gonna be in the best interest of you. Now,
Mm-hmm.
once we have grown to get to know each other, some things might have happened, and you've shown me your character of who you are. Then
Mm-hmm.
I can say whether or not I can trust you to be dependable, trust you to show up for
Right.
me, trust you for all these other things. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just I'm
I
not
agree.
like
Mm-mm.
I don't do that, and I don't. And the other thing is I don't expect it off rip. I
No.
understand that trust and loyalty are things that are built. Like
Yeah.
I understand there may be a baseline, and like I said, my baseline is, baby, I trust you to do what's gonna be in the best interest of you
Right.
because you should be what Cat Williams say. You should be your star player,
Hello.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm baby, it's people that I know that got mad. Why you do, bitch? First off, I don't know you well enough to have made a different
Mm-mm.
choice. Why?
Mm-mm.
Why would you make the assumption we've been talking for 2 weeks, but you want me to act like we've been together for 5 years? Bitch,
Because
fuck you.
that's
I
what
don't know
people
you.
doing now. That's what I don't get that. That's what people doing now. Like, and I get everybody want to be loved. Everybody want to get that good feeling. Everybody want all the good stuff, bells and whistles that come along with loving somebody and being in a relationship, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, if you do not build something solid, that shit is not gonna stand. It's gonna be
Yeah,
as fine in between as quickly as you get it. It is quickly as soon as one situation come up that's gonna be rocky. If you ain't built it on no foundation on nothing, that shit gonna fly back quick like the wind.
it does. And I think that's why in this season of my life, I've understood the importance of being able to build a friendship
Mm-hmm.
before anything. Like, yeah, wait a second.
No,
Uh,
because I be thinking about my 18 that I had her friend for like 20. I don't want to be
Auntie
my
said you,
18.
but now, yeah, I ain't trying. Listen, we ain't trying to do that shit. You know
I
what I'm
say,
saying?
lady, that lady, that man have been around for a decade. He said, that's my friend. She keep
This is
introducing it
my
as her
friend.
friend.
Don't y'all live together? What the fuck you mean?
Exactly. Lord,
These
that's
are
what
my
I don't want to
friends.
do.
But I think
Okay.
that also has to do with some generational shit too. But
True.
how they like to address people. But yeah,
Girl.
I don't know. I feel like it's because I want to be. I don't know if I should tell that much information.
Oh, Lord.
Um, well, you know how they say don't ever put the blueprint out there. But
No.
some
You
motherfuckers so goddamn stupid. You can put the blueprint out there, they still don't know how to follow it,
think,
so it don't matter.
girl, I give you the blueprint. You still built the house wrong.
Right.
Ain't a
Foundation all
goddamn
fucked
flow
up.
in sight. So you
Not a
right.
piece of foundation.
Not a
But
one.
but yeah, no, I truly want somebody that I can be friends with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
want I want to be like, you need to be my partner. Like, we need
Mhm.
to be able to sit back, key like a motherfucker.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, but I also need to have space for my intrusive thoughts, and they be intrusive.
Come
Okay,
on,
they be.
friend, with my benefits. Yes, Lord. That's my friend.
I
That
bet it
these
is.
That's my friend. I just spent a night for weeks. That's my friend, baby, in my guts.
Oh,
Rearranging them.
knocking down
As
walls and
Tony say,
everything, baby.
leaving baby gravy.
God,
Shout
not
out
the
to
baby
Tony.
gravy. Not the baby gravy.
Oh Lord, that's
Right,
my friend.
man. Going on trips and everything, bro. We be
Hello.
kicking it.
That's why, yeah, we get our passport steps to the same time, but that's my friend. Like, why your friend go straight to being your husband? Mind your motherfucking business, bitch.
It's right. Sound like you worried about the wrong thing, motherfucker. Sound like you worried about the wrong goddamn thing. It's a question of who the fuck approved this shit? Who the fuck approved for us to do this? 'Cause
Hell, YouTube, that out shit. We
be
going
looking
on
for
a year and a
somebody.
half running.
Okay, be looking for somebody in
And
my goddamn
that's what I
company.
say. We appreciate y'all down because we really just until this season, we really ain't took too many breaks. And we going on a year and a half, but it's because we love rocking, we love vibing, we love, the platforms that we're building. And it's
Yeah,
like, I still love the fact that, we have both an understanding that it's mental health, family, all this other stuff come first.
absolutely.
And then platform second. Because if we're not at our best, we can't give our best in all the things that we have, and we have the
Right.
things. We both wear a lot of hats, but we know mentally and emotionally as women that we have to take care of ourselves first so we can be our best in the things that we do for the world. And
Yeah.
I'm grateful for a sister and a partner that understands that as well. Cause I'll be like, it was like last week. I'm like, well, I could come. She's like, no, bitch, you gonna take the time. She ain't call me a
Mhm.
bitch, but she's like, you gonna take the time that you need to handle the things that you need to handle and regroup. And I
Right.
appreciate that. And I just want to say that
Right.
openly because sometimes people don't like to say shit openly, but openly I just want to say I appreciate you because we both look out for each other's mental and spiritual and emotional first. And
Yeah.
that means a lot to me. So yeah.
Absolutely. I definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you
Yeah.
said, this is the most time we done took off this whole time. We
Hmm.
literally went from rocking with this shit every week on TikTok to TikTok
Yes.
threatening to go away. So we moved the shit
Yeah.
to YouTube. And
Hmm.
nigga, we was on vacation and still getting y'all the motherfucking show. Ooh, that shit was
Hello.
iconic. Okay.
I think we said December 4-part increments.
Okay. That motherfucker was
Y'all ready for it? It's being loaded on December. We
yeah,
confirmed it.
that's gonna be our December break. We're gonna take
Yeah.
another break in December, but
Yeah.
y'all gonna get that
Yeah.
one show in 4 increments.
Yeah. And like we
Um,
said, we definitely keep y'all still locked in. Locked in. If you're not locked into our Instagram, lock into our Instagram, lock into here. There's always content to watch. There's always, polls, trivia, something that's gonna keep y'all entertained and engaged. But like I said, we definitely do, want to make sure that we take care of ourselves first and do what we need to do in all the things.
right, because I can tell y'all right now, it wouldn't have been this much keying up in this motherfucker these
No.
past few weeks. So
No,
we
exactly.
and we don't want to half-ass shit. So we make sure that
No,
we are in a
absolutely
good
not.
space. Uh, but yeah, so what's your final thoughts on this? And then we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Um, Final thoughts about definitely being a daddy's girl. Does it definitely shape the way that you date? Absolutely. But I don't want people to think that the misconception of me being a daddy's girl, meaning that I just want you to be my knight in China armor, pretty, pretty princess, you do everything for me. No, that just means that I have the standard of you showing up. I have the standard of you being a man of integrity and you being a man of your word.
Hmm.
In the best, and you presenting yourself in the best way that you can that's true and honest to you. And like I said, that to me is what the definition for me of being a daddy's girl is because like I said, my daddy never missed. Was he a perfect person? No, he's not a perfect person, but he's never not showed up when I needed him.
Right.
And he's always been, very honest in
Hmm.
every capacity with me. So
Right.
to me, for me, that's what a daddy's girl is meant for me. And do I feel absolutely protected? Like I said, I would go with my daddy to the jungle and feel like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
I'm with my daddy in the motherfucking jungle. And that's what
Cause
I
who
want to
gonna
feel
touch
like
me?
with my man and with my husband and my person, is that I feel absolutely protected, because I'm with you. And to
Yeah.
me, that's what it means for me.
Okay. Pretty much ditto all of it. Like,
Hmm.
you know, same respect. There's not been a
Hmm.
time that I've called on my father he has not shown up.
Right.
And so for with that, I have that same expectation because in my eyes, my father was the man who cared for me, protected me,
Hmm.
provided security and shelter and all that kind of
Hmm.
stuff in the first part of my
Hmm.
life. You know what I'm saying? The
Hmm.
man that I'm expecting to spend the rest of my life with, I'm expecting him to be able to do these same things. Not saying that he has to show up in a certain financial capacity,
Hmm.
but especially where I am in life now, I'm
Hmm.
I'm looking at this not even in the physical, but more so in the emotional and the spiritual realm. So
Yes.
if I have the capacity to turn off my brain, and we're talking about my
Woo!
brain is the equivalent of having 50 11 tabs open and you trying to figure out where the music comes from. Okay? For example,
Exactly.
I don't know why, baby, I ain't gonna sleep till 4:30 last night and still woke up at like 5 o'clock. Five,
Same.
what no, the first I woke up at 5 the first time, then I woke back up at 6. Like, and I've been rocking all damn day. I ain't took no nap. I just been rolling because
Mm-mm.
my brain don't shut the fuck up. Okay.
Nope.
So if I have the capacity to be able to power this motherfucker down, or at the very
Hmm.
least, we go from 50 11
Hmm.
tabs over to maybe 5,
Hmm.
baby, we rocking with something. But if I have the
Hello.
safety and the capacity to do that, if I have the safety to be my full authentic self, uh,
Yes, God.
because I
Hmm.
have lived a life where I've curated versions of myself to make people comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I got to the point, baby, I just rather sit up in this motherfucker by myself than constantly do that.
Hmm.
So if I have the freedom and the space to fully just let my weirdness out and all the crazy shit that come to my brain just really flow out my mouth
Hmm.
without filter. Oh, okay. I like it
Hmm.
here. I
You're
like it
right.
here. We're good. You
I
know what I'm
know. Same
saying?
here.
Exactly. Because spoiling to me is not
Mm.
about you buying me everything I want. Because let's be 100% honest. Was there some shit that my daddy said no to? Absolutely. Was there some shit that he just automatically said yes to that I thought he was gonna say no to? Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I remember the first time I got my first pair of shoes that was over $100. Maybe I was surprised. I was scared to ask for something else because
True.
I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Because granted, not necessarily a wealthy family. It wasn't that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's like if I can have that safety, and keep in mind, me having that safety is not a one-way street. My purpose and my goal in life for my husband is for him to
Yes.
know when he walked through that door, I don't give a fuck what
Hmm.
happened out there. Bitch, it's me and you against the
Hmm.
world. I don't give a damn about you.
Amen.
If you need to lay in my lap and cry, I don't care. Like, I'm not
Hmm.
holding that against you. I'd rather have a man with emotions
No.
than somebody out here acting like a robot.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
So the safety that he's providing, I'm providing in return. It is a give and take. It's not a one
Hmm.
sided thing. Because I know
Amen.
sometimes motherfuckers see these conversations, and because we can only speak from one perspective, oh, that's so.
Hmm.
What about for the man? Da, 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 da. Baby, what you need? What you need me? How you need me to show up for you?
Hello. Hello.
Okay. What is it? You want a whiskey and a cigar waiting for you when you get home? You
Baby,
want
say the
a
word.
bath? Baby, say that. You want a
Baby,
bathtub
say
rug?
less. Say less.
What
And
you
then that's
want?
the beautiful part when y'all get to know each other and you know what they like and you know what you like. It's like, you because usually, your person, you gonna talk on the phone sometime, just say on a before they got home, on the way home, something and you already know they had a bad day. Oh baby, let me show out. Bring that on. Bring that here to me. Bring it here. Bring it on.
Right.
Bring it to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nah, it's gonna be he gonna love it over here.
Hello? And
Love it like never.
I want so many, and I feel like everybody now is so afraid to be vulnerable, and we're all like on eggshells when it comes to dating and building relationships because nobody wants to be hurt. Nobody wants to feel the pain that they've already felt before. So it's
True.
like we playing double dutch with this shit. And I get it.
Fair.
Trust me. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But at the end of the day, it's like is me not letting my walls down worth losing the person that probably God sent for me?
Ooh, that's the question, man.
Now, I'm like, I don't, when you can look at this person and say, I don't want to lose this person because of my own self.
Right.
It's like, nah, it's like, Lord, show me the things that I need to keep working on myself. Continue to let me be able to loose the grip of trauma so that I can receive what you sent for me. Because I don't want
Right.
to lose nothing that God sent for me. Like,
And
for real.
I want all my
Like,
blessings.
whatever God, because you be praying, Lord God, send me this, send me that. Like, I sent you the person you want, but you won't. Okay.
Girl, you about to start a whole nother conversation. We finna wrap this up because nope, that's gonna take place. Nope.
With
Baby,
that
because
being said,
listen.
if you've gotten
Listen,
this far, please drop them blue and purple hearts in the comments. Thank you very
please.
much.
Make sure y'all
We
go to
appreciate y'all.
simplyspicyspice.com and order your book, your cookbook, please and thank you. Make sure you get some spices while you're there.
Yes.
You know, even if you just do the
20%
ebook.
off. 20% off. All your seasonings, all your seasoning blends. Every $50 or more purchase, I am giving a free ebook. Um,
I
yeah.
say
And of
still order
course,
the
all our
physical copy.
links were yes, or you can order the autograph copy. Um, yeah, all links are in the bio description box.
All of it. And then of course y'all, fuck with your girl, Irene the Passion Queen. If I'm on the platform, it's Irene the Passion Queen, okay? If you follow me on TikTok, uh we in the Fragrance Friday tomorrow. So catch me 7 Central,
Yes.
8 Eastern on TikTok tomorrow night. And hopefully every Friday,
I'm gonna
unless
link it in the description box, y'all.
so just come on over. We're gonna be talking fragrances. I like telling y'all the shit that smell good enough to get you put through the mattress, bent over the office table, the kitchen table, or whatever the fuck. Okay? Get you in there like
She ain't
swimwear.
steered none of us wrong. She ain't steered none
I'm,
of us wrong, baby.
I'm gonna tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie, baby.
Girl, them combos eat down. Literally. they eat down.
Take a bite out of crime for real around this motherfucker.
Yes, Lord. All things shall be linked in the description.
I need to go, 'cause,
So come see us on Friday because I'll be over there supporting my girl. So tomorrow with the time that she said it's gonna be linked in the comment section. I'm gonna link it in the comment section and the description box because we want to see your ass over there and bring your purse and bring your wallet.
and keep in mind, I do affordable fragrances.
Yes, she
I'm not
does.
here. I'm not here to break your bank. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I find shit that smells absolutely amazing for the low. Okay, for a fraction of
Yes.
what designer fragrances are.
And
I
if you
that
buy her stuff on there, they got Carla or whatever that shit called, you know,
Carla.
Carla, Karen, whatever that fuck shit called. And even if you buy, shit off my website, we got payment plans on my website too, bitch. So 'tis the season.
Tis the season to be jolly. La la la
Cheers.
la 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 la.
La
Bye
la
y'all.
la and la.
Bye y'all.
Love y'all.